we will move on. And this is the question, or series of questions, that everybody wants to know. Great American Bash 1986 would see you team with Dusty and Magnum TA and the Road Warriors against the Midnight Express and their manager, Jim Cornette. Right. Now, it'll be no surprise to people on this channel that Jim Cornette is a favourite subject of the fans watching and me to ask questions of. Give us your general thoughts about being around and working with Corny.
Oh my gosh. Ultimate professional. Would take notes of the show so that when we were there the following month or the following 3 months, we wouldn't be redoing the same thing. Meticulous notes on angles, people, who was there, who wasn't there, the crowd, the money, the whole thing. Ultimate professional. Absolutely loves the business, has a mind for it like no other. His promos were brutal to be called, like names. And even though I know it was a baby face, but shopping in the baby moose department and questioning my femininity and things like that. It was rough. It was, some of those promos like really hurt bad, but it made some money. Plus then I think that the July of '86, working the angle with me, Cornette said that he made more money working against me than anyone else.
Yeah, I believe Ole Anderson was pretty upset with that Jim and you were making more money than probably he did in quite a lot of his main event matches back in the day.
Oh, well. Ole was not a big fan of Baby Doll. He never understood like how I could get the heat that I did. But I figured if I got heat with Ole Anderson, I've got heat.
You're in good company. Did Jim ever tell you what he was going to say before he said it?
No, and no one did. Because promos were like they gave you a certain amount of time. Like they could say, you've got 2-3 minutes, go out there and push, whatever towns or whatever angles we were doing. But otherwise, there was no scripts. There was no forethought. I mean, I'm sure that the guys had some idea of where they were going step by step and then would get there. But there was, Dusty was hard because Tully wasn't bad because Tully was all focused on the match and didn't really talk too much about me. But Dusty, on the other hand, he would go off on some tangents, like all girls look the same if you turn them upside down. And I look clean and the whole thing. And I'm looking at my face during those promos and I'm like, I'm just waiting for something to come out this bad because it's like, oh, God, my mom's watching this.
The hottest, and I imagine angriest in this context, you have seen Jim Cornette get?
Oh, my gosh. There's been several. Probably when we just about hung him, when we did the angle where they wrapped the bull rope around his neck and then I was supposed to take off in the pickup. And whenever they slapped the side of the pickup, I thought that was my cue to go, and it wasn't. And we nearly decapitated him. He was pretty hot at that one. Can't understand why.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, get over it, dude. One more. Island's Eye on Myths. You probably hear this all the time, but could I ask you about smacking Jim Cornette? Was it a receipt for something the famously mouthy manager did to you?
Well, I got 14 bashes where I beat him. Yeah, there was some animosity built up on that because his promos, if you listen back to his promos, he did not hold back. And to be like in my early 20s and wanted to do well, and I took some of those promos to heart. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, it's all supposed to be a work, but sometimes you can go a little bit too far. But it worked, and we made a lot of money. So
did it look good on TV?
Absolutely. Everything always looked good on TV. Like whenever I hit him in the back of the head in Raleigh, it's a long way from the dressing room to the ring in Raleigh. So they sent me down there, but it took me forever to get through there because there were so many people to try and get through the crowd. So he'd already made one loop around the ring and I wasn't there. So he was starting on a second, maybe even a third. and I came out behind him and I whacked him in the head. Well, the people are like 3 foot away. I can't like just barely tap you. I mean, I hit him hard enough to where they're still talking about it.
And he probably struggled to talk for a couple of days after that one as well,
Oh
I'm sure.
yes, I suppose I dislocated his jaw on that one.
Oh, really? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he deserved it for some of the comments, at least.
It's like it just doesn't line up right. I can't chew, and it's just not right.